The guilt was, I don't think anybody can describe the guilt.
I felt guilty because I felt like I wasn't contributing what I would normally contribute on a daily basis.
Most, if not all of us that I know of that work in the unit or anywhere in the facility in the district are doing everything in their power to maintain health and safety for our patients.
So do we put ourselves second? Oh yeah.
And then you're wondering, is there something that could be done? Could I have done something? Is there something I could have used that would maintain not only the health and safety of our patients, but to ourselves as well?
I was walking with a gentleman who I had thought should have been reassessed for his walking abilities. Had asked several times for him to be reassessed, but unfortunately that didn't happen before the fact that I injured myself.
I felt, like I'm gonna cry now, I felt really, really hurt because if you don't have a cast on, it's not a real injury.
When you're saying to your co-workers, oh, I'm unsure, we should get another person and whatnot, you kind of get a little bit of feedback from them, well, if you can't do your job, you shouldn't be here type of idea. I've had that said.
It prevented me from being able to obviously do much of my duties at work. It made me feel really guilty because I couldn't like mobilize any other clients for quite some time. It disrupted my home life and my work life because I ended up being put into a program where I had to go to physio 5 days a week after working all day.
My family, yes. My husband had to do everything. I couldn't even cook a meal. I couldn't. A peanut butter sandwich was, I mean, you're standing in one spot that long. I don't know why. Maybe my pain threshold isn't that great, but I was doing almost nothing.
You're tired, you're sore, you're not sleeping well. You get very frustrated. Your normal tasks of lifting a laundry basket, simple things like that, vacuuming for any length of time. It causes tension between family. My husband and I have had some rocky times because of the fact where I am so sore.
It affected my, being able to clean my house, do extracurricular activities with my children.
It's overwhelming. You get overwhelmed and things that you normally love to do, you can't do. Or you're taking a chance if you try to do them, and yeah.
Now looking back on it, I don't feel as guilty because he should have been, as I said, when I asked a couple times for him to be reassessed, somebody should have listened and probably followed through with that.
I'm lucky all of our managers in my department have done this job in some form or another, or are very receptive because they may be in a different discipline, but they've all worked in diagnostic imaging as the ground up. I say to all the people that I'm working with, first I try to get them not to do something that may cause that twinge to begin with. But if somebody said to me, oh, I've got a little twinge in my back, I'll say you should go down, notify either the unit manager or the time of day, be the supervisor, go down to ER, you should have it checked. I said, because a simple twinge suddenly could mean, oh my God, you got to get up the next morning and you can't move.
It has changed the way I think, in the way that I realize that I basically have to kind of be very careful and watch it for myself.
Down the road, that little strain that could have been treated right off the bat, or whatever the injury might have been at that time, unfortunately might progress and you might end up having to go off work, or 3 days off work to let that muscle relax, or whatever the circumstances may be. Might end up being, like myself, 5 months.
Making do doesn't always work.
Well, I'm going to have this for the rest of my life. And I've already been told I will have this for the rest of my life.